When you ask wonderfully, you receive graces and receive graciously, right? Manifest what it is that you want with this new moon in Virgo that's coming out at 0 degrees, and then the new moon in Virgo for September is going to be at 29 degrees Virgo. So it's like this month, 30-day period is about 28 days, 29 days period. And you could be feeling it now. So you could be working on it now. So this is going to give you time to set those intentions and figure out what it is you want so you can manifest them. And then ancestor. What is your intuition telling you? What are your guides telling you? Are you asking your guides, right? Hello and welcome to your weekly love focus. All right. We're going to have the new moon in Virgo this week, which is going to be at 0 degrees Virgo, which is about new beginnings, right? And it's about your routines, your health, things you can do for yourself. Virgo is about service, but this new moon is about new beginnings, right? Setting intentions. What intentions do you want for this month? Okay, Spirit. What guidance do you have for the collective for love? I'm going to be drawing cards for person A and person B, which could be you and the other, or the other and you, or it could be a situation as well. But depending on how the cards come out, how does it resonate with you? So, okay, Spirit, any jumpers, anything that the collective needs to focus on right now for love? Okay, that almost all failed. Ancestor. So, and ask wonderfully. Okay, manifesting, right? Setting intentions. So when you ask wonderfully, you receive graces and receive graciously, right? Manifest what it is that you want with this new moon in Virgo that's coming out at 0 degrees, and then the new moon in Virgo for September is going to be at 29 degrees Virgo. So it's like this month, 30-day period is about 28 days, 29 days period. And you could be feeling it now. So you could be working on it now. So this is going to give you time to set those intentions and figure out what it is you want so you can manifest them. And then ancestor. What is your intuition telling you? What are your guides telling you? Are you asking your guides, right? Now, you may already know this, but your guides are ready to help you, right? Your angels are there, but you have to ask. Your ascended masters, those are there, but you have to ask, right? Your spirit guides, you have to ask. They send signs and synchronicities, but you have to ask, okay? So what is it, Spirit, that guidance on this ancestor and ask wonderfully and receive graciously? What guidance do you have for the collective? Okay, the 5 of Swords is going to be a little bit of a struggle. And King of Pentacles. And you're going to have to do some work, or you've already been doing the work, or you're going to continue to do the work, right? You're going to keep asking. You're going to keep, with this 5 of Swords, he's taking back. You know, he's gone up against these other two, and they're walking away. And the other two, there's 3 persons in this card. And what I get from that card is that it could be you. It could be your, like the Hierophant, right? Novice, intermediate, and mastery. So because the 2 swords are down and the 2 other individuals are walking away. So you've gone through that, or you're in the process of going through that. So what are you clearing? What are you releasing for this love that's happening right now? And what are you keeping that's going to move you to your best and highest self? Okay, Spirit. 2 of Wands, right? Manifesting, asking for what it is that you want. Ask wonderfully and receive graciously. But be specific. Don't just say, I want a job. I want a new job. Because something might come up and you're like, well, I don't want that job, right? So, Ace of Swords, what I just said is true. So ask and be specific, right? Ask for what it is that will get you to your best and highest self. ask. I always, when I do my intentions, I always say, what um, what is best for me, and what is it that I'm not even seeing, right? Um, and when you ask, you can also say, I want this and better, or and more, or what's best better for me than that, right? Be open to that. Okay, so let's pull that card out. The Judgment card, the Four of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. That was interesting. Okay, so this is a crossroads. This is a crossroads for you in this new beginning, right? The King of Wands is the innovator, right? The entrepreneur. He is a visionary, right? And then you have the Four of Pentacles, which is about lining your head and your heart. What does your heart want, right? People say follow your heart, right? Okay, follow your heart. But then other people will tell you, well, that's not the best thing to do. Well, first of all, you have to know what's best for you. And secondly, you need to know what is going to make you happy. And in order to fulfill that happiness that you have in your heart, what can you do? How can you use your head to get to that place, right? So I want to draw cards for person A. All right, Spirit, what guidance do you have for? This is for you. And let's see how it resonates. This is for love. The Sun and the Ace of Cups. So this love is just pouring out of you, and it's about happiness. You have the Five of Pentacles and the Star. So this happiness that's pouring out of you, this love that's pouring out of you, it could be for yourself or it could be for that other person. But you have to release what no longer serves you. In the Five of Pentacles, they're walking away from something. It's not serving them anymore. Even though it's warm in there, even though they have soup, food, warmth, right, clothing, it's not working for them anymore. So they're moving. And the healing, the Star card is after the Five of Pentacles. So they're moving towards more healing. Healing is about acceptance, right? We go through struggles. There's something we might have to overcome. We might have to work through it, where we process it mentally, and then we work through it, and then we accept it, and then we take those lessons learned with us, and we leave behind what no longer serves us, right? So that is one message. Okay, the other person, Spirit. Whoa, that was quick. Anything else? Okay. The Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this could be the feminine energy, right? Whomever the feminine energy is, you have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. What you don't have is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is the one who has all the resources, the one who has the black cat, where she just does what her heart desires and she doesn't care what other people think, right? She's very confident. So you're still working on this. Or this feminine energy is still working on this, right? All this Virgo energy that's going on, these retrogrades that were happening, all this self-assessment, reassessment, right? It's about learning. Talk to your ancestors, right? Get that information from your guides and ask wonderfully, but receive graciously, right? I want to get some angel cards. So it looks like both of you are working on this. One of you is your love is overflowing and you're moving forward, you're releasing what no longer serves you, and you're healing, right? and the other person is in that more of that feminine energy where you're following your intuition, you're accepting what's in front of you, and you're gathering things to stabilize your foundation and to get the resources you need in order to move forward. So you're both aligning your head and your heart. You're just in different time frames, and by, I don't want to say timelines, I don't even really want to say time frames. You're just in different stages, right? You're doing it differently, and that's okay. We're all different, right? Okay. We have 0550, friendship, success, knowledge, impatience, freedom, optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. So take those chances that you need to take right now in order to move forward, right? What is going to make you happy? And by those chances, is it going to bring more, right? You don't know what you can get until you ask for it, right? Ask wonderfully and receive graciously. Trust your ancestors, right? Ask your spirit guides. Take those chances. I want to get, you know what? I want to get guidance from Gaia. This is a time for grounding right now. Change, transformation, new beginnings. We need to ground ourselves. We need to stay focused, right? Be mindful of what's going on around us. All right, Gaia, what guidance do you have for the collective for love? No jumpers, no volunteers. All right, one more shuffle. Okay. Peace. Dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. So calm your mind, right? This is a number 26, which is an 8, which is about strength and stability, right? It's about your foundation. Be calm, right? Calm your mind. Be mindful of what you're doing. Be still. Have the patience to align that your head and your heart. Be still to be in that receiving mode, right? To gather all your resources. Use that divine feminine energy within you so that you can ask wonderfully and receive graciously. Be open to what's coming in. Talk to your guides. Talk to your ancestors, the ascended masters, spirit, the animal kingdom, whoever that you seek guidance from, right? Be open to the synchronicities that are coming in too, right? Trust your intuition. This is about that new beginning, that full moon in Virgo that's coming up, which is starting at 0. And it's going to be for 28, 29, 30 days, depending on, I'm feeling the energy now. Are you feeling the energy now? If you are, you have all this time to go from 0 degrees to 29 degrees, from the beginning to the ending, right? So it's this gathering of information so that you can move forward. And then that new moon in Virgo with the partial solar eclipse, that sun, right? That sun is going to light your way to, it's like a portal that's going to start everything, right? You had the 8-8 portal, which probably got a lot of these things going. And now that second full moon in Virgo, I feel is just, it's like that beacon of light that's just going to, like that, it's just going to show everything, right? When the light shines, it goes in like a, I don't know, this is a vertical, a diagonal, like a diagonal, like a an angle that you see everything, right? It starts out small but ends bigger, right? So this is an exciting time, right? Trust yourself, trust your intuition. You got this. Thank you so much for all the likes and subscribes. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you want a personal reading from me, there's a link in the description box below. And don't forget to smash that like button and share this with anyone who you think needs to hear this. And until next time, have a good day.